Boop. Start streaming.
Oh,
Boop. Maybe. I love that as I say that, the Twitch page says offline. For like just a second. What are you doing?
I'm just stretching.
Oh. I thought you were still crying about the mansion.
That too.
I'm doing both at the same time. I try to be productive, you know.
That one was just... I don't know. I just found a weird thing in the mansion with the light. I don't know what's happening.
Great. I'm gonna do a couple things in the prison, like try to organize these new pieces and all the
Oh, hey, you
stuff.
put the fan where it's supposed to go. Good. Oh, why'd you move it?
Where did you want me to put it? It's in the way of the button right now.
Is it though? It's where that cord is. Oh, well, it kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big the fan was. If we can move the button over. You see where there's a cord that leads to nothing? That's where I wanted the fan to
Oh.
But I realize now that the fan is bigger than I somehow thought, because I'm an idiot. And apparently the button is slightly obscured by the fan. So, well, don't do that. I just saw you rotate the box.
I just tried to see what I had selected.
I don't know where... I think the button should be by the window so you can see the gate open if you're looking out the window. Isn't there like a wire leading from the box to the ceiling, or did I take that out?
You want to know what's great?
Everything's white.
The towers are a little bit in the way too, so you'll barely be able to even see the gate.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, but you know.
It'll say it on the button. It'll say like open gate or.
I mean, you don't see the front gate, but you can see the back gate. I think you can see the...
Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah. I hope people will actually see it, though.
The front, depending on
I'm
how you look.
I'm inclined to have it very close to the window, but I don't know.
What if we put it on the other side of the window?
On the other side? But then you would push it from over here, and you'd be in this position. Which wouldn't work.
Interesting. What if we moved the fan?
It's got a thing that... I don't know. Because I feel like maybe if it's right here, they'll be lined up a little better to at least see that the thing moved. I don't know.
So you're saying...
Because otherwise they might be tempted to push it from the corner of the desk, which means they'll be looking back towards where the prison is.
Did Twitch move the watching now to the left side?
What? No.
It's on the left side.
Did you close yours or something?
Temporarily.
Also,
the number of watchers is on the left instead of the right.
I love how mine still doesn't actually show the number of watchers until I refresh it for the second time.
That's a whole thing.
I feel like it was always over there, but maybe not.
Oh, it used to be on the right side.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm super sure. I'm so sure.
You're that sure?
Yes.
Are you logged in? Like doesn't show that there are any viewers on mine, which is weird.
You're weird. Cole, why is the lighting weird in the mansion?
Because it's bad. Everything is bad.
Anyway, that's that.
That actually works pretty well. Metal
The mysterious car outside.
Huh?
Who are you?
Oh.
Someone's in my driveway. Shoo! Get
Serial
out!
experiments lane. I suggest staring at them until their headsets fall off. That's what happens in serial experiments lane. She just like angrily looks at them and like proceeds to angrily look at them until they like their headsets explode. It was pretty impressive, not gonna lie. I can't do anything like that. Again, if you ask me to explain how she was able to do that, I can't explain it. It's that kind of show. It just does what it wants and just leaves you to wonder how it happened.
Oh shit. The Mexican runner went live on Twitch.
Oh boy.
Now we got competition.
We got competition. What? Wonder if I can make these window seals like metal.
Metal me up and well, there's two out there. I wonder if they're windows of a family.
Huh?
What?
What? Where am I?
Where am I?
What is this? Why am I playing this game?
I'm gonna leave the mansion now because I'm sad. And I don't like it.
That's how I always leave the mansion. I always leave it sad. Like, I'm always just like, there are more problems than when I came into here. Like, somehow my mere existence, by like utter exposure, like my quantum observation of the situation has made the situation worse. Like,
the car outside's music is so loud I can hear the lyrics.
oh my god.
Oh, the bass kicked in.
Oh boy.
Oh wow, look at that.
What is it?
Such... Whoa, hang on a second.
I don't like that at all. Or that. That's literal rock. That's not okay.
There's a cement texture, Cole. It's called cement.
Really?
Yes. That's not it.
Please observe the stream. Cement.
What the it's not called cement, apparently. It's called fake cement.
What? Fake. There's a Cole's fake Asher, man. That looks pretty good on the wall. I don't want to look at that anymore. That doesn't look good.
I'll solve the case, Cole. Hang on. It's called What is it? It's fake news.
Concrete, the exact same thing. Yeah.
It's called stone surface, and I think that's technically concrete. It's just for some reason called stone surface. Unless there actually is one called concrete, and I just never...
It's kind of reflective, actually.
Interesting. So I have a material that's concrete that apparently doesn't exist in the project.
Perhaps so.
I thought that the prison, like, walls, interior were concrete.
Mm-hmm.
What? Push Control Z once. And look at the material that was there before. What was that one?
Well, I mean, the default one sitting there is just wood.
Wait, not the wood one. It was like stone, but it wasn't like a rock stone. It looked like smoother.
Well, this is the one I have been using. This reflective one is the stone surface one that I'm about to throw on here. Right now. There.
Oh, that's the one that. Oh, that's the one that's in the mansion or in the prison on the other side, like in the interior, on the main building, right?
Actually, yes.
I think that's in the main building.
It is.
Interesting. Let me add this concrete material that apparently got lost in the void to the textures folder.
Yay. Materials, you mean? Mr.
Well, I'll make a material after I add the texture.
Oh, I see how it is. Oh my god. Well, that's just great. I love how the wall on the inside has to have the same material as the wall on the outside.
Shh.
Although, honestly, it's not that... Well, except when you contrast the two up against each other, it's kind of obvious. Like, I have to use the same material as the outside.
The whole thing was made of concrete.
What? Who? I don't know what you said. Something about concrete.
Why is this... What?
Jordan,
what?
You have to speak into your microphone so I know what words you're saying.
We got feet of concrete. What the fuck is what?
Alright, Jordan.
I'm sorry.
I think I have to use the same material as the outside because it already overflows into the material on the outside is still the same on the inside. So in order to keep them from like contrasting each other, I have to use the same material for all the walls. You know what I mean?
Yes, I thought that the whole thing was going to be made out of like concrete.
Yeah, I'm making it out of concrete. I
also,
just can't use a different one. Also, look at this.
One of the walls is stretched. Cool.
Yes.
I saw it again. There it is. I'm pretty sure that's stretched.
It is. Hey, look, another one.
I specifically remember fixing that wall. I'm confused what happened. Maybe somehow I gave you the wrong one. Maybe it got deleted.
I don't think it's in that kit. Yeah,
Well, why are there two height maps for this material and one of them is slightly darker than the other one?
When did I move that? God damn it.
What is happening? Why are things weird? Are you my albedo? Oh boy. Interesting. This looks kind of slimy. Now it looks like the moon.
The Horologist legacy is no stranger to the moon. Inside jokes.
I made the moon, Cole.
Good. That's exactly what I wanted.
Let's photo of the moon here. I sent you the moon.
What? How? Using what?
I texted you the moon just now.
Great. Now I have the moon. Except it's not here yet.
Oh, hello.
Oh, there it is. Hey, look, it's a moon. It's also a wet moon. This must sound so weird. Like nobody even knows what we're saying. It's just like, oh yes, the moon. Oh, this is a slimy moon. Like, what would they think?
That's the concrete material that I found. It looks kind of like the moon if you make the smoothness go all the way up.
I love that we can use real-time lights in here. It makes everything look great. Where are all these other lights? Whatever.
What if I gave this a mud normal map?
Jordan, no.
Oh, it looks good, Cole.
Oh, no. So nice.
Oh, it's a button. Oh, I like the button. It looks really dark now.
Oh, finally my viewer list is actually working. It wasn't doing anything before. I should probably put this nebulous cube.
You can delete that rectangle, by the way.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna use it as the button.
Got code, but
I'm just gonna turn it into Zabru.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That too. Oh no, the ashtray is a little close to the fan.
Oh.
It's gonna blow ashes in your face.
And that's why they call him Asher. But I think that guy just left because of my joke.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I think he left before that. It's funny how people come in for 2 seconds and then just go, "This is clearly terrible," and just leave. And it's just what? Am I not
naturally, that will happen most of the time.
It's amazing to me how quickly people change their minds like that. They're like, "No."
Uh-oh, Cole.
What?
Someone went live.
That happens a lot. Oh my god. I can't watch a live stream and do a live stream at the same time.
Or could you?
Well, if the Mac worked, then yes, I could, but it's a piece of absolute crap. Never buy anything from Apple ever, except maybe iPhones sometimes.
Cancel the stream, we have to watch the crash stream.
It's okay. It's not usually. If you miss one, you're not missing much. It's fun, but they're not that. They're very similar each time. Wait, that does not work on there.
Ew! I'm in the old church, and I just now realized it.
What?
I'm in the old church scene. I didn't even notice until now.
How long have you been in it?
I thought I was in the new one because I was just messing around with concrete. I was like, "All right, back to work." Why does this look so gross? What is this weird structure?
Did I make this? What's going on? Where am I?
I like that despite the new church being much, much smaller, it has way more seats than the old church.
Is this thing on the wall a painting or oh. What the fuck? What is that supposed to be? Like, because it's not a window. Right. This is not a window, right? Jordan, what is this? Jordan, explain this to me immediately.
What am I looking at? This wall? Oh, it's a painting, because it looked really empty. And I have a texture that's supposed to fit there.
Yay.
It's, I think it was one from the textures whip. Guard's gotta have his coffee table right there. Different kind of coffee table, though. One where you keep coffee. Not
where
one
there's actually coffee on it. Wow, isn't that that's a
when your shift is 24 hours, you have to have a coffee.
Actually, their shifts are 420 hours.
Oh, this is a Christian stream. Don't bring that into this. Ha 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 ha.
It's time to stop. I think you've had enough. What a strange thing. I'm not entirely opposed to using that, though.
Oh, go into the cloth folder and find the square little thingy. Put that on there.
What?
Go into the cloth materials folder and find the little square cloth thing. And put it on the thing in the table in the middle.
Oh.
It's like, I don't even know what they're called, but it looks kind of like a white square with designs on it.
Great.
I think it's in the cloth materials folder.
I would imagine. This is a thing. Pixel art. Now we can use hashtag pixel art.
Yay! Pixel art.
Yes, that's definitely what this is, right?
It's okay. Everything's pixels if you zoom in a lot.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. My favorite thing in the world, appliance white. Literally the greatest thing ever.
Cole, I even made a new one. Why are you even...
It looks so nice. Come on.
Use the new white, at least.
What's
also,
it
that even
called?
doesn't... I don't even think that would be white.
What would it be then?
I don't know. Look at a coffee bowl. I would have made it like brass or bronze or something. Old coffee pot. Ah, they're all stainless steel new coffee pots. The internet is no help because it shows you old, new stuff instead of old stuff.
Advertisers have ruined the internet. Please buy our game.
Oh, that one's green for some reason.
Great. We have green. Trash green. I'm gonna put another like, hey, come to our stream thing in a different Discord.
I mean, but at least put the new appliance white on the other cups.
What is it called?
It's called New White. It actually reflects kind of shiny like it's supposed to. The old appliance white didn't really. It just looked like a gray.
I
Blue.
see.
But it has like little shininess to it, like
I
we were.
can see that.
Remember when we were like, why is the refrigerator look all like the moon and why doesn't it look shiny? Well, I made a shiny version.
Good.
I removed the egg.
What?
The appliance white was an egg.
Didn't we actually use it for an egg once?
No, I mean, if you look at appliance white, its albedo is an egg. I'm like 98% sure. Where'd you go?
Shut up. I'm inviting people to the stream.
Oh, okay. Invite me. I want to join the stream.
Invite Jordan. I'm not the
I was
only
watching the stream and you just stopped moving in.
Stop by and hang out. Twitch TV at Jordan Studios. Oh.
Jordan Nubios.
Why do you insult your own company?
Uh,
That's bad marketing. You're fired.
I don't remember what it's called, but I made a material for that cord that is more than just black, but it's not like a huge material. Like it has a little bit of detail, but it's not a lot. I don't know what it was called. Oops. It's in the mansion though.
Wire material, except it's like slightly brown.
What?
It's like a little bit brown, the wire material.
Oh, well, I mean, it looked good in the mansion. I think it's on every cord in the mansion.
They're so small that, like, you would never be able to tell they had any albedo to them.
I mean, it wasn't supposed to be a lot. It was just a little bit more than the black, pure black. Like, the alternative was making it what it used to be, which was, like, deep black or something. You can raise the light slightly, but... I mean, I didn't want it to be a lot, like, too much overpowering.
Is your cigar better or scoop?
Also, make it the fan doesn't blow ash in your face. Yeah. Oopsies.
Oh boy. I think we got someone from the Discord.
Why is there a...
What?
It's just behind the button poking his head out.
There, you put a label there and I didn't know what to put there.
Yeah, there's nothing there for you to put yet.
Nope.
It's supposed to say, like, push me, I dare you, or something. You know, something reasonable.
Push me, I dare you.
Yeah, something reasonable.
That is exactly what we should put there. We're trying to, like, telegraph to the player that, like, this button opens the gate. But, like, no, we don't need to do that. We could literally just be like, push me, please, like. This button loves to get pushed.
Interesting.
Oh my god, what is this? Oh, so this is a... Do I put glass on top of it like that? I guess?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's half decent.
Also space for the typewriter on that desk.
Ooh.
I didn't put it in because I thought it'd be easier to make a prefab of the typewriter than dragging a texture onto every single piece of it. Also, the little reception desk could have one. So in the old scene that I'm in, there's like a little piece of, there's like a quad on the altar, and it's like wood. What?
Yeah, I have no idea. Why are you still looking at the old one?
I was looking around, and I was about to leave and go to the new one.
Why is there just?
But I was looking.
I don't understand. There's all these like. Do you have like textures with like buttons all over them or something?
Oh yes, that little quad underneath is supposed to be buttons, and so is that little like box.
Yeah.
There are, yes, there are buttons.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get some actual like textures for that, I suppose.
No, I have texture.
Okay.
Buttons. That's why they're there.
What are ashtrays made out of in the long ago time?
I don't know. You probably used appliance white on the old one.
I don't think I did. Although, I don't know. I might have. Wood.
I mean, if it was out of wood, it might
catch the fire.
Might go away. Make it out of fanciness. Like, I don't know, probably metal. Something that doesn't burn.
Okay, it's made of metal.
Is it appliance white?
No.
Is it one of the really old metals that? Oh, coal. I'm pretty sure we have a cigar material, and I don't remember what it is. It's not specifically called cigar material, but it's brown like a cigar.
Yeah, we used it in the last. I'll go just.
I don't remember.
I will just go find out.
But there's like a brown leather one or something that looks the same as a cigar.
Stop being the lag, Unity.
Like we used appliance white for the cigar too.
No, we used the wood thing. Wood made from, or okay, I guess that's what we use. That's not too bad. I forgot what we used for the ash. I should have looked at that as well. Moon. I cannot remember what. Was it a wallpaper or something? Yeah, nope. Yeah. That's a little closer. Yeah, that was the one I used. I'm almost certain of it.
Does it not have a cap face? Because I'm like 99% sure I made one.
Nope.
It didn't look like there was one. Is there?
No.
What the heck? Just bury it in the ashes.
Just hide the mistakes.
I don't know where it went. There's supposed to be one there.
That's kind of funny.
Oh.
No one knows, it's just buried there. Oh, we never make mistakes, yeah. I feel like there was something about the more, no, it is kind of like that, but like, no.
Oh, I think I also have a texture for the button on that.
Yay.
It was made of silver in the Black Ops 1 intro. That's all I know.
Oh, yeah, that was probably good. That would be a good thing.
You made it look like it was made of goo.
Wow, it looks terrible right now because there's no reflection probe. Let me put a reflection probe in this room and make it not the worst thing in the world.
Reflection probe. Reflection. That's me chanting, I want a reflection probe.
You need to calm down, please.
Add a probe. Probe the room.
Stop right now. Before it gets worse.
You get a probe.
And you get a probe. You, sir. What's your name? My name is...
You're talking about the Boost Switch commercial?
Yeah, that's so dumb. It's just like, oh, things are cheap? I'll just buy them for everybody. Yes, that's how people work. What a great compulsive buyer.
Capitalist. Am I right, ladies?
Am I right, what? Official Cole and Jordan Studios ladies? We need that. It needs to happen. For marketing.
Oh, please.
We'll just have Sophie in. She wouldn't say no, come on.
Good one. Oops.
All good things. All good things. What am I looking for? Here we go. I'm gonna have to tell her we said that on the live stream.
I mean, you said it, not me.
I'll say we so that I can cover my tracks.
Okay, but you said it.
But you said it.
I didn't say anything.
It actually looks really good with the reflection probe. However, there's no ambient light in the room at all.
Light me up. Inside, I can't light up. Light me.
Yeah, when it actually looks right, it's super mega shiny and great, but...
Oh, gee. Oh, wow.
I made it too shiny. It's okay. It'll be over quickly.
It looks really shiny for a second.
It really changes the way a lot of things look. Like, take a look at this coffee pot over here. It's very the shine now.
I mean, there's a ceiling light, right?
Oh, yeah. That would fix everything. I should put lights in here.
I'm pretty sure that there's a... There it is.
Yeah, let me copy one from downstairs, actually.
Oh, good idea.
We should probably also put flares in the mansion. Gosh, these glasses are doing that thing where they bite your nose and like starts annoying that little spot where they sit on your nose, you know, and it just makes you want to die. It's like that.
Oh, Unity makes me want to die already. It's okay.
light, man. Light me up inside. We might have to get into more of those Discords because I think they left, but like I think the people from those Discords actually like kind of funnel in. Like there was a couple of them that showed up for a second, and if we're in like 10 of those, then that would be good.
Ooh.
That's fine.
What? Oh.
It's funny. It's still the HUD still says mansion, and I was hoping this wouldn't take very long, but now I'm doing a whole bunch of
You've
stuff.
become invested in what you're doing. You can't back down now.
No, of course not.
Plus, the mansion's a sad,
I
cruel...
love how it doesn't cast shadows through the freaking walls. That's my favorite thing. What
Hello.
in the actual frick is wrong?
The friendo showed up in the chat.
Oh boy. Hey, how's it going? Kira, isn't it your favorite thing when you do a thing like put like a light in like that, and then like it reflects on all the walls except like one of them, just 'cause I don't know why. I don't even think this wall is like doing anything. It's like it's not accepting light from here, and it's not casting a shadow.
Weird. Who made that wall? We should
You made that wall!
I don't think I made it. No, I think someone else did.
I take no responsibility for this wall.
I don't take responsibility for this wall or its brokenness.
He's like, I love lighting in Unity. It's my favorite part. Yeah, we've been stuck on, like, trying to light up the mansion for so long. And, oh my god, it's so bad.
The mansion is a
Literally
cold, cruel, and...
Yeah, we were just saying earlier, like, every time we go in there, like, whenever we leave the mansion level to do something else, we always leave, like, like, we leave, like, more sad than we came into it. Like, there are now more problems than there were before. Somehow, it manages to, yeah. That flare is kind of in the wrong place. And yeah, it's like, sometimes it can be really precise, but sometimes it can just ruin your life. Most of the time, it's not very precise. He's like, you could try casting shadows on both faces, if that's an option in the mesh renderer. I don't know if maybe this one's just two-sided. Oh boy. Well, I think that, so we could do it with this wall. Oops. What am I doing here? I totally just lost it. Here we go. So yeah, we can do it with this wall, but I think Jordan has to make another one of these walls or something for whatever reason. But I think you said you redid the walls in here anyway, right?
I thought that the ones you have are redone, but I saw a stretched UV, so I'm gonna have to re-import that wall.
Great.
If there's any walls you need re-imported or separated, let me know. And I can
honestly, I don't know what's wrong with this wall here, but it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't, like, no light is shining on it, or what?
It's just dumb. Yeah, I guess it's just not responding to light at all.
Is it this? Are you 100% sure it's the same material on the rest of the room?
That's a good question. We should definitely find out. But it's still not casting shadows, which is a UV problem. Yeah, it's the same material.
Is its FBX file told to not cast shadows?
Nope.
For some reason? It's
Where was that? Here.
It says it's on.
I know, yeah, it says it's on.
So that's fun. I'll be right back, and I hope that it'll magically get fixed when I get back.
That's a pretty good bet. That's how we should do everything. He's like, maybe because it's too thin. Too thin. Maybe. I mean, it doesn't look like it. I think he just messed something up about how it's, like, just the object itself. I'll probably just have him re-import that wall, and it'll probably work. Because a lot of times if you just re-import something like that, it'll work. I don't know if I messed something up or if he messed something up on exporting it. But because I can upscale it a ton, and I don't even think it has thickness to it. These are all just planes, but which shouldn't matter.
I mean, does it even respond to back faces?
To back faces.
Because like thickness.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like it doesn't have thickness because it's a plane, but that's fine because light still works on infinitely thin planes.
I mean, everything is made up of infinitely thin planes.
He says that he has a lot of problems with thin walls because there's leaks everywhere, and that is true. Like, it does cause leaking problems, depending on like. Because you can see right here, like this door is like it just barely surrounds the edge of the door, even though we've got this whole like wooden thing that goes. What?
Does he just mean pull the back face further away so that there's a bigger gap in between the two walls?
Well, maybe, but like either way, it's just broken. Like, because it's set up in such a way that it should be reacting properly to light, and somewhere along the path it got screwed up, whether that was in Unity or Blender, I don't know. But I'm assuming re-importing it would solve the problem.
Where are you?
So I'm not going to keep messing with it. For a second I thought there was a fan on the other side of the desk, and I was about to be kind of pissed. I thought there was literally like an identical fan, like with its own wire and everything, and I was about to be like, Jordan, what the freak? We were like talking about like this stupid fan for the longest time, and then there's just another one over there, and it's like, what? Why?
I gotcha.
I think that's literally what this is about. Jordan's literally just out to ruin my day. Like that's what this is all about.
Just try separating the walls.
That's literally actually like why he's making the Horologist Legacy in the first place, is just so that we can run into issues like this and then he can laugh. That's what this is all about. That gold looks so good with the reflection probes.
Well, yeah, we used to make our walls out of Unity cubes. Back in the day.
Yeah, it would. So if you did put a Unity cube in, it would fix the problem. Unless Unity has suddenly become a psychopath and everything is broken, then it should operate properly. It does, and it accepts light.
When we did the level out of Unity cubes, it just everything looked.
Yeah, we moved away from like
and
making
everything
things out of
lined
Unity
up
cubes because the UVs were not correct. So like the way that materials would line up were wrong, and just it's also just not the professional thing to do. Like
a custom material for every single object.
Yeah, I had to make a custom material so that I could stretch the UVs differently, like tile them differently to account for the weird different shapes.
I mean, I'm gonna try.
When I'm making, like, I'm in a Unity course right now, and when I'm just making like little games for that, I use like Unity cubes for everything because I'm not gonna jump into Blender and make, like, it's not that important. What is that?
Oh, but now you could though, because you've mastered the art of being a 3D artist.
Yes. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's
Is it just those two walls that are combined, or what?
the two wall. It's those two right there that are just not working, and then I already sent a screenshot on the Discord. Oh, so that's all made out of Unity cubes. Like, that's pretty good. Like, so you can actually do really impressive stuff with Unity cubes, no doubt.
Looking at the wall that's stretched on your end and it's not stretched on my end, and I'm really confused.
Again, I thought you said that you...
I fixed the wall, but I put it in the scene with the new stuff, like that desk and lamp and all that new stuff. I sent the wall with it, I thought.
Well, maybe we didn't? Question mark? I don't know.
Did it come with it and you maybe deleted it? Or did it just not come with it at all? Were there not two walls on top of each other at first?
Were there not two walls on top of each other? That's a possibility.
Also, do you want me to separate the outside walls with the inside walls, or do you not care?
Well, if we're using the same material for everything, then I don't care. Which I think is fine. Like, it looks fine to me, I guess.
Are there going to be culling issues, like, because everything is one object in this room? Like the walls?
Oh, maybe. I haven't thought about that. That's definitely a possibility.
We'll get there when we get there. Well, I guess for now, you want me to just send those two walls again and re-import them into the files of the game, or what?
Yeah, you should probably separate the walls on the outside just into like 4 pieces, I think, because we've kind of determined that that's usually a problem.
In your Discord?
What? Yeah, he made this out of like
something?
Unity like stuff.
Or what?
What?
I'm just looking. What's the screenshot I'm looking at right now?
Yeah, it's the thing that Kirad made.
Oh, I actually kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not that you can't do stuff that's actually really good with Unity cubes, especially if you're going for like an art style like this. It totally works.
The trees are made with Unity cubes and just interesting.
It's not the most it's technically not the most efficient way to do it because you have faces rendering in places where they don't need to, but I mean, if you're already using an art style like this anyway, then you're less concerned about performance at that point anyway, because it's not that expensive in comparison.
I kind of like that art style.
Yeah, and what's good about this is it's not just like, just Unity cubes and like colors and stuff. Like, he's actually using a lot of the things to his advantage. Like, he's using the rays of the sun. He's got like, I mean, you're using the terrain here, and even the terrain I see you've like done your own custom work on, which is always good. And yeah, I love the way that this like waterfall is like glowing like that. That's really rad.
Emissive water.
Emissive water, yes.
Bake the water.
Bake the water, guys. You could if it was stationary water. It would make sense. I mean, you could do it anyway, but like if it was moving water and you just baked it. We got a couple people in here. Let's start the music. This is funny because we've got these 2 chairs like this, and then the picture for this song is like also like 2 people in a chair. He says, like, I will, let's see. It says, it's part of the lore, you can't drink water. It's not an error at all. No, I really like it looks like the sun's just kind of like reflecting on. Well, it's a little more intense than that, I suppose. It's more intense than like just the sun reflecting off of it, but it's a really cool effect though.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to see, like, I guess these are particles like at the bottom there, which are like also cubes. I like that it's all consistent. Like even like in the grass and stuff, you still use kind of a blocky art style, so that, and even like the particles are consistent in that way. That's pretty cool.
I like to make a game that's not so photorealistic, because with more simple graphics at some point.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do next.
Yeah, I don't know how simple that'll be, but something not as photorealistic as this game.
Not that it doesn't look great when it all works out, it does, but oh my gosh, it gets overwhelming.
I mean, I like just a game where you can just use shaders with like a color, not even have to use photorealistic textures and materials with height maps and normal maps. Just like green.
Yeah. And that's great because it also runs on like everything. Like the Horologist Legacy runs best on a gaming computer, whereas honestly, if you optimize a game that uses simpler graphics, they don't need that kind of processing power. They still run better with it, but like they don't need it to still look like as good as it has the ability to.
I kind of like Human Fall Flat is sort of a mix of all the materials are really simplistic, and the models are pretty simplistic too, but it's not just like cubes. You know, like there is detail in the objects, but it's not as much as ours. It's sort of like a mix of simplistic and good looking.
Yeah.
And like, have you seen? I love the characters too. The way they like wobble back and forth. They look really blob-like and funny.
I wish I could make Discord just a little bit louder. And just it's hard for me to control the volume of the YouTube video with just that tiny little bar, you know.
Oh, I know.
Let me get some more lights going, reflection probes and all that goodness. Says, I want to make a simple non-online game. I hate making online games. Yeah, online games have never been easy. Unity's trying to do something with that, but I think that might just be kind of another excuse for you to like use the Unity services, honestly. But I don't know, it might simplify it a lot, but still, making online games in general is not easy. I made an online game one time, arguably like kind of an online game. Where the heck? Oh, is that the sun outside? Why am I seeing the sun from the inside? Why?
No sun layer. Woo!
That's actually really weird. I don't know why I'm like able to see the sun from in here. Like that shouldn't be possible. Because
I don't know.
This is covering it.
Yes.
What? Oh wait.
An editor bug? He says I think it's an editor bug.
I think I got it. It's actually so what usually happens is it just depends on which way something's facing. This is kind of a weird configuration, but I'm gonna just make sure it's not interrupting anything. Okay. Oh, random Hatsune Miku trash.
Hello? I'm sorry. Oh, is that right now.
I was going to be more selective. Here we go. Oh boy, advertisements. Okay, where'd that mic
go? Publish. Deploy.
Deploy? What are you deploying?
The walls.
Yay.
I just put them in the folder. Don't they?
Just read. That's a little too bright, probably. We'll just take these two. And also this room won't leak out like that, which will be good.
Ooh, the little orange button appeared on the screen.
Oops, that's actually the same configuration.
Hopefully that fixed the walls, but it probably didn't. Oh. Reflection probe up the hallway. Woo. Are you gonna put like the whatever white material on the lights there too?
Yeah.
Whatever material we tested in the mansion that's white.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. But it looked good with the bloom. Aloha. Cole.
Huh?
Hello?
Hello?
Did
What?
you hear what I said?
No.
Oh, I was talking about the light.
What about it?
Is this a reflection probe? It is. There's a reflection probe in the old church. I doubt it's doing anything.
Yeah, it might even not even be properly activated. That was probably when I was first like, what is this thing? I probably threw it in and like didn't know what it was and just sort of left it there. Just like, I don't think it's doing anything. Maybe it's helping. But like, I don't even like know what it did.
I mean, the materials are all legacy shaders, and I don't even think they really do anything with the reflection probe.
That might be true.
Also, no lights in here. It's all like lighting from the sky.
Yeah. I think I maybe also put it on like a no sun layer, basically. Is like the first time I was messing with that. Or maybe they're just casting shadows. I don't remember.
Anyway, I was saying that white material that we tested in the mansion on the light bulb thingies, you should try that, putting that on the lights on the ceiling, I guess, too, if you haven't already.
Oh, I forgot. It's collider based. So, back to that thing that we were doing a second ago, Kirad, where the sun was coming through the ceiling. It's actually collider based. I forgot about that. So, yeah, like you have to have a collider in order to block flares. Not the same problem as we're having with this wall right here, but yeah.
Huh. Give the ceiling a collider, right?
Yeah, that's what I basically did. Oh no. Shut up. Advertisement man. This guy says, I like to imagine that I like to imagine that the base on the left is just a worm that's dancing to the beat. And it has this little worm man. As one of these little, like, equalizer things. It's definitely a worm.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Anyway, if you click that little orange button, you'll be able to get the new wall.
Oh boy. Oh boy! Oh, it was like frozen for a second. Literally my favorite thing in the world is when Unity freezes. Let's do all the same materials here.
It even looks like you used the smooth tool in the old terrain.
I probably did. I just sort of forgot it existed, or like didn't know where it was, or something. I don't know. Maybe I thought it did something different.
Because the terrain is very smooth in this map.
I used a lot of different tools to make that terrain. That's actually a pretty nice terrain.
It is. I mean, it's not even like too flat because there are these like little grooves in that terrain.
Yeah, oh, intention.
It's a billion trees for some reason.
What?
Literally a billion.
A billion what?
It's literally a billion trees.
Yeah, I mean, they're all plains over there. Until you get really close, which you won't, so...
You literally have to get, like, so close, only one tree is real at a time.
Yeah, I know. I did that on purpose. I just made it, like, the minimum distance or whatever. Because I didn't want them ever to turn into actual trees.
Back to the real...
Yeah, please. Oops. So nice.
I'm sorry? Why? Oh, is the old church in the actual scenes? Is that why I'm here?
What?
The old church level is under actual scenes.
Yes. I didn't rename it to... I can change that right now if you want. Did you put a new scene in called New Church, like in lower camel case?
Yes, it's new. It's new lowercase uppercase church.
All right. I will fix that and then push right now. If I can remember what it's called.
Spoilers. There might be a level. Oh, what's that?
What? Oh. Deploy!
No.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna put some water in this here cup.
sounds tasty. Good one.
Thank you. What are we talking about? This phone is like made of wood and then also concrete. Like, how did that happen?
I don't know. It's supposed to be made out of a telephone.
Yes.
Alright.
Kirad's like, finally some clouds. I hate summer, but at the same time I love it. Is it summer where you are? It's like winter where we are.
He comes from the future.
He comes from the future. Okay, that makes sense.
He's watching the screen from the future.
He's watching. Oh, see, that's it. Kirad's not that he's in like on the other side. What is it? The other side of the equator? Is that how it works? I forget. Yeah, that's it. And like, no, it's not that he's on the other side of the equator. It's literally that Kirad is from 6 months in the future. Unless he's a bot from like 6 months in the past, in which case he's a very impressive bot. Oh boy,
that's
appliance
one.
died. Actually, that isn't. Well, oh, I didn't realize it would.
Oh boy. It's a toasty 18 degrees Fahrenheit over here.
Yeah, what is that in Fahrenheit? I have to do the conversion.
It's like 90 something, I think.
It's yeah. Oh, what? Why doesn't Google just pop up that Celsius Fahrenheit? There it is. Oh, yeah. It's like 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah,
There's
right?
like a fairly simple way to convert it in your head. I just never remember the formula.
Yeah, I never had to use it either. It's like, Alexa, what is the temperature outside right now?
Right now in Michigan, it's 20 degrees with cloudy skies. Throughout the day, you can
Did it
expect
tell
more
you?
of the same, with a high of 22 degrees and a low of 13 degrees.
Today it'll get down to 13 degrees Fahrenheit, which is negative.
Did it give you
10.5.
the weather for here?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it said I thought it said in Michigan.
It said in Mission.
Okay, that makes more sense.
What is playing? Jazu. Alright, phone. You're gonna get so stainless steeled that you're never mind, I don't know what I'm saying. Is this the default? Oh, it is. I need to put a light in there. Actually, there's light, I just need reflection probes. Reflection probes everywhere! Reflection probes for everybody! Probably use that one for multiple roles. shouldn't matter either way, though. They'll be big. Everything looks so much better with reflection probes. I mean, it's insane. Just tiny little things are like, oh, like, it's always good.
I like me a good old reflection probe.
The reflection probe sphere.
Reflection probe save life.
What?
Did those new walls ever work, or did you not put them in?
I haven't
I'm
put them in
sure I fixed it.
The one on the back here works. They're separate from the interior one.
What?
Also, that's
What?
Oh, I see.
What?
So,
What?
where do I get those walls from?
They're in the prison folder, and they're called I don't.
I found it. It's like please, fixed please walls.
Yes.
All right, the moment of truth. Does it actually work? Oh, I didn't mean that you had to separate those two. It does work, by the way. I didn't mean that you had to separate those two walls. I meant that, like,
I separated them just in case it would help.
it might.
And
That's a
again, there
possibility.
might be like occlusion calling stuff.
I meant the outside walls, like the one that, because the outside wall goes all the way around, I think, which could be an issue. But we'll see when we get
That
there.
too. Yeah, that also is a thing.
Oops. What? Why is there an extra one?
Yeah,
that one I
Why
don't
is there an extra one?
Because you what? Wait a minute.
What?
The frick just happened?
Oh, I exported the outside of the wall too. It's separated though. You can delete it if it's extra.
Oh, I see.
I thought the outside of the wall was messed up too.
No, the outside's okay.
Is that? Yeah. So I gave you both sides because I thought the other side was messed up too. So just make sure you only delete the outside wall. It's gonna like give you the grouped one or whatever.
Oh, I think we got one too. Yeah.
So there were a total of 4 walls, and I guess 2 of them you don't need. Yeah, there's the other.
Oh, and these are gonna need their color.
And now everything's good and happy, and everything works.
That works. Everything must have a mesh collider. I just clicked on an ad while trying to mute it.
So this place that I'm in right now, it's pretty much done except for the terrain.
Okay.
I have no idea what to do with the terrain. I don't know what it should look like or...
What should we do with the floor in here? It's just like this wood right now, and I don't know if that's what we really want.
I don't either. Maybe we make it out of sponge.
Sponge floor.
Yeah.
Sponge floor. Sponge pants. Yep.
Who lives on a sponge floor? Who is he?
Oh my god. Who lives on a sponge floor under the prison gate opener room? Sponge floor, square sponge. Maybe instead of square sponge man, it's this scientist man. Also, he's giant and his socks are so.
Oh my god. No, get him. Get him out of there.
It's funny. I'm watching my own stream over here, and I don't see it yet. I just saw it. Now I'm seeing it. I just hear your delayed reaction after I deleted it. Like, no, what are you doing?
Those materials just look kind of flat on the guy.
Yeah, it's okay. You barely see.
Plus, he looks kind of blah.
He looks kind of blah, which is we don't.
What if we put new white on his lab coat though?
That might even work. I don't know. Let's go try it.
Also, let's make the room really dark so his lab coat glows.
Use an emissive on his. Oh, why? Why? Oh, because I have. I have that same problem we had last time, where it's like you have to rebake everything.
Yeah.
He literally looks so dumb. But again, you don't even see him. I even put a cube here so that you couldn't see his stupid socks.
They looked way less stupid and make human, okay? I don't know why.
No, now he's shiny and you can see the weird geometry on his back. Oh my god. Nothing we can do can help this. Also, this room is still this for some reason. Let me just change that right now, because I have no idea why it's still like that.
I know the room's supposed to be darker, though, and that might help.
It is. In actuality, it is. Also, the ceiling is like a freaking particle effect for some reason. Because lol.
Make it concrete.
Yeah. I don't know why I never did that, but literally, I just fixed the whole room. It's fine now. I don't know why it took me 6 months to just finally decide, why don't I put some reasonable things on there, and I did. There we go. Done.
What's by the door? There's a black rectangle by the door. What was that?
What is it?
Yeah, what was that?
What is what? It was getting the music going.
Oh, there was a black rectangle by the door in the basement.
Oh, those are to block shadows that don't need to be there. Or light. It's to cast shadows to block out some light that I don't want coming through.
Oh.
This better not be in 1080p. That's the lag. Okay. I need a better wood for these chairs.
Try best old wood.
Yes.
That's a keeper.
That is a fan favorite of mine. It works on so much stuff.
Oh my god, you actually searched for it.
Jordan, it's beautiful.
I was joking. So.
But look, it's beautiful.
No.
It's best and it's old. And also, it's the best old.
Put it on the cushion, too. Make the cushion best.
Cushions made of wood. Walls made of wood. The grass is now wood. I'm not gonna put that there.
You can't do it that way.
No, you're right.
You can't grab them.
That's why I didn't. Because I forgot you couldn't do it that way, and I was like, crap. It's just such a muted color. It's so nice. It doesn't work on everything. Nothing works on everything. Except appliance white. Appliance white works on everything.
Oh no! No!
To make the cushions appliance white.
Don't put it on everything. It's
Look,
already on.
It looks almost reasonable.
It looks so shiny though.
But maybe it's the future.
Oh, it's not. like
alternate history.
cloth material on it.
Yeah, what's that red one that like is like literally a seat? Here we go. Pebbles.
Oh, use a material that's baked for one specific object. That'll be good. Did you put
Yes,
food
that's
on
a
it?
great
What is
idea.
that? That's a
Those are
big...
pebbles. This is why I'm the artist.
Why? Stop.
It never gets old.
This is why a game isn't finished yet.
That might be true, but
Even was that?
But shut
what
up.
was that supposed to be?
I have no idea. I have no idea. What
It's
supposed to
something
be.
that was for an old version of the game that doesn't exist anymore.
Probably. Okay, but like, okay, so maybe like actually go to that cloth folder and see what's in here.
Hello, UPS truck.
Hello,
Goodbye,
Lauren.
UPS truck.
This looked almost a little too fancy to just sort of be like sitting here, but
Make it
okay.
less red. Ooh.
Here we go. That's what we need to put on the chairs in the mansion. Look at this. You'll
Oh
see
my
it in a
god.
second. Like seriously,
Oh.
like people do
Oh.
that. Like people have like things like that, like wrapped to chairs. This second one especially. It's supposed to be like a
Do you
carpet.
want
or
to make
something,
it?
but like that totally works.
I mean, do you want it tiled like that, or do you?
I don't know. I figure it would be tiled. That's kind of how stuff is made. Is this still nothing? Yes, I literally haven't changed that yet.
Anyway, this level I'm in did not take long to be honest.
What?
Like I said, the only thing is like the terrain, really, to be honest. That's all I have to do. And I have no idea what it's supposed to look like. Because I don't remember how we're supposed to limit the player at first, so they can't just go right around it.
Right.
And then they're supposed to go on like a walk for a little while. Blah, blah, blah.
A walk. It literally just says on screen, please take a walk to increase playtime.
I mean, yes, but it's not like we're turning it into a walking simulator.
You're right, it already is one. I'm just being cold.
I feel like the walk is reasonable. It's not like
It's
like-
a
Like-
reasonable distance. It's nothing ridiculous. So much for good.
that empty space on the receptionist desk between the telephone and the lamp. I could go with a typewriter. Like I didn't put it there because I thought a prefab would be faster to make materials. There's a bunch of pieces. I don't know if there is a typewriter prefab. Oh well,
there isn't. There's this. But we can go make one.
I specifically didn't put it there because I thought it would take a long time to texture, and I thought a prefab would be faster.
Yeah.
If one existed, you may need to just fly on over to Isaac's house.
Yeah. I could do that right
But
Also, did you import like the buttons or whatever?
I'll do it now.
Okay.
There's just a bunch of like little like I'll probably also do the. Oh wow, that's 54 megabytes. Hello.
Great.
What did you even do?
What? Oh, I don't know.
Did you fake lighting or something? Because that small push that you did was 54
You know,
megabytes.
that actually might have been a bake as well.
Okay. Interesting. I see lots of reflection probes in the mansion.
Yes.
Although
I
thought you. I've updated since like the stream started. Did you do that recently?
I mean, like yesterday.
Well, why did I just get it?
I don't know. I might have pushed and then did that and then not pushed until now, possibly.
Okay. Buttons. Ahoy, me buttons. Where? Housing? Sure. What? Oops. They're not called buttons.
Who's not called button?
Let's see. I need this guy over here. Ooh, where are you?
Ooh, wowee, wowoo.
The buttons. Buttons, oh buttons. Oh, it's just a sea of textures. I found them, I think. There's 2 buttons right there. Maybe I should check and see what specifically is fitting. Like, alright. That button's there. Button. That might be all of them for now. Question mark.
Okay.
Did you do anything in the test scene of the thing after the mansion level? I'm pretty sure you sent me a video of particles, but I wasn't sure if that was you actually making something or not.
I mean, yeah, I was messing around with it. I pushed it too, but like, I mean, I'm just screwing around.
Because that's in like the test scene.
That won't even be the final version of that for sure.
I was maybe gonna make a new scene for that level too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just because the level I'm in right now, that area is pretty much done. Aside from the outside part, which again, for like the 30th time, I'm just not sure how to make the terrain. I mean, I know how to make a terrain. I just don't know.
I'll see if I can maybe do something with it. And then you can focus on making an August model.
I put a bunch of bubbly hills.
My goal right now, like my kind of personal goal, is to have the mansion, among other things, but like I want to keep working on just whatever of the game, but
we're gonna write an AI to model August for it.
Yes, but I want to have the mansion like done within reason. Like, to the point where it's, like, fully ready to play test by the time Harlan comes back around.
Oh, for sure.
March 20-something. Which is about 5 weeks.
That's a little over a month away.
Yeah.
Like a month and a half, almost.
Yeah. Should be good. Hello, Thron?
Hi.
Thronzilla? I think is how you pronounce that.
Why is the Happy Leaf Erickson Day GIF in the textures folder?
I don't know. Here, let me literally change the interface to just say that I was a complete liar, because we're literally I'm not even working in the mansion. Should I go to the mansion maybe? That's actually what I was gonna do. I'm kind of done here for now. Actually, before I change it to call myself a liar, I'm actually gonna go to the mansion and start working there.
Oh, well, I was gonna give you buttons.
Oh, well, you can do that too.
You want me to do it now, or just... I was gonna push it like right now.
You can push it. I mean, that won't break anything. Oh boy, loving the lag. Oh, that might have been the reason I was getting like unacceptable frame rates too.
Oh no.
I'm sure it'll be worse now since I'm streaming, but
Ah.
oh yeah, it's gonna be terrible since I'm streaming.
Did you press play? Oh no.
It's okay.
Oh, there's the glowing thing on that, the glowing quad, the white glowing quad.
Where? Oh.
It's on. It's
yeah,
by
it's just dumb.
Is it? Does it have a material on it?
I don't know. It either has something that's just not responding to stuff, like this plant
It's
over
supposed
here.
to be. It's supposed to be. I think that same thing you put on the coffee.
Yeah, or it has. Did we determine if you could fling yourself in the staircase? I'm testing it again.
I tested it and I couldn't find a fling spot. The spiral staircase in the library, you can, I think, still fling yourself because there's a hidden collider that I can't find. What?
I did it again.
Did you fling yourself?
Yes.
I walked the
just
entirety
let
around
me-
it and couldn't.
Let me just show
Are there
you how I
two
did it.
colliders on top of each other that we need to remove or something?
I have no idea. Just watch. This is how I'm doing it. I like put my head up against like this part and just I walk that way. You'll see when it catches up here.
I don't know which collider you're hitting. Is there a way to find out?
Not really. I mean, I'm assuming it's the only one there.
Well, what's there?
I don't know. What's it called? What's
Because
that
there's like
collider?
there's the ramp for the staircase, and then there's the one on the outside that blocks you from walking into it.
Okay,
There's
what
two colliders
How do I
there.
find those?
I don't. There's a million different objects in the scene, and the
Here's one. Okay. So,
is that what you're hitting? That's not the newest one.
it's
I
not.
don't think. No, I think you need to delete that.
Is there another one on there?
The newest one is taller than that, I think. I raised it up. Unless it never got put in the mansion, which I thought it did. Is
Oh,
that
you
the
did.
only one that's there?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that one,
Ooh.
and then we'll have to see if there's even still something there. Or I'll just make it.
That was a high quality Gandalf head.
Yes, very, very, very high quality. Oh.
Did you delete the one that was there?
I think so. Yeah. Oh my god.
Wow, you flung yourself. Even then, you were in space.
I mean, it was even faster than before. I think we're getting somewhere. I think we've developed a method of space travel. SpaceX be damned. Like.
Oh, Elon Musk. You found a new way to launch your Teslas to space.
Yeah. All you have to do is take two colliders and jam them up against each other, and then they blow up. Like.
Okay, so I tried deleting that one. Is there a collider also? Like, are there two on top of each other?
I don't know. Let me
Delete
try
that
this
one
again, because I'm pretty sure I turned it off / deleted it in play mode.
Okay.
Now I know it's off.
Literally went
What?
into outer space.
Okay, wait a minute. So I think there's a ramp that's just a ramp. So let me turn
Yes,
that one back
I know.
on.
I said that already.
Oh.
I said there's a collider for the outside where you walk around it, and there's a collider that's just a ramp for the
It
stairs.
looks like the ramp is specifically the thing that's doing it. So let's see if we can't...
But I thought the other collider was far enough out that you couldn't hit that ramp from the outside.
Well, theoretically. But let me see if that's actually the thing causing it, because I'm just curious to find out now. I think it is.
I mean, good luck finding the ramp.
I'm doing my...
I know, but it didn't work for the spiral staircase collider.
I don't know what you mean by it didn't work. Like, I don't know how it wouldn't work.
It just doesn't highlight anything there. Even though there's a collider there.
Oh. Well, that's kind of a problem.
That's why I've been waiting on your fancy schmancy
In which case, maybe an object has a mesh. I think that's actually what we determined last night. So let me just try disabling this right here. And
what?
I'm just disabling the ramps to see what the heck happens.
Okay. But like, I'm pretty
it's
sure
100% the ramps.
I thought
we
it
can
was.
make them
I'm
thinner.
Saying, what?
We can make them thinner.
What does that mean?
So I can't do it from here because I've got two like this, but you could squish it so that they don't have to go all the way to the outside for it to properly collide when you're walking up them. So we could bring them closer to the inside.
Well, I mean that outside collider it's within that collider, so I'm confused how you're hitting it.
I have no idea.
The collider on the outside is farther out, so you should hit that one and stop before you can even hit the ramp collider.
Damn it.
Shrink it. Ooh. I'm just gonna shrink that.
Yeah, I would do that because they are like so close to each other that it's no surprise that like it might be reading wrong or something. Because they're like ridiculously close to each other. Or I wonder if I can literally just like flip it so it's upside down, if that would work.
It would make it so you can't lock up the ramp.
No, I would like flip a copy of it.
Oh. That would make there be two colliders. I was in the process of pulling in.
I would still do that, because that's probably what the fix is going to end up being. But I also just wonder if it's possible to fix it. Well, son of a bitch, how am I going to flip it though?
Is it even possible to fling yourself on the other, like, the inside curve? Because it's just as far out on the inside curve as it is in the outside curve.
Huh?
So why can you hit it on the outside and not the inside?
I don't know.
I won't touch the inside curve if you can't fling yourself.
I don't think you can. I'm not going to be able to flip this either just because of the shape it is, I think.
Oopsies. Oopsies, I'm home. Alright. Collider, are you going to cooperate this time?
Of course not.
I moved the outside curve ramp inward. So it's definitely inside of the outside curve, if that makes any sense now.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in the files, I guess.
Okay.
So, theoretically, you shouldn't be able to hit that ramp anymore. Fun.
There's something FPS related I wanted to test, but it might not be very accurate right Let's say since I'm streaming, that's probably better.
What are you?
And I think a lot of it's reflection filter too.
Okay, well, delete the old. If you haven't already, delete that collider on the outside, not the ramp, but well, actually delete the ramp too, because I have to put a new one for both.
Yeah. Oh no. I hope this is the stream slowing down. That's not a good thing.
Okay, so I'm looking at it, and I can say with absolute certainty that if you're on the floor walking around this outside collider, you will hit first before you can possibly get your head above the ramp.
Great.
Question mark.
Question mark. Asterisk.
Okay, we can export it. Ooh.
I swear to God, this song skips a beat right there every time.
Oh. I'm stuck. Save me. Okay. I guess I'll put this in the phone. Where am I? There we go. Okay. There are a couple things. There are a couple FBX files where instead of like in the project little view thing at the bottom, instead of displaying the what it looks like, it displays a blue cube with a little piece of paper next to it.
Good. 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 Great. Literally perfect.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'm putting in the collider now. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I put it in the folder, and I'm doing a push. Publish.
Yay.
Cool, you've got buttons and a new staircase.
Oh
Lucky.
my god. That's everything I ever wanted, actually. I remember when I was younger and I always thought, man, I'll never get buttons and a new staircase. I just love the idea that reflection probes can be baked and that there's literally nothing wrong with baking them. Like, it just freaking works, you know?
Neat.
Because it means you can have as many as you want. You can just have like 1,000,000 of them. Which is exactly how it should be. And you can make stuff look really good that way, too. More. Did we put one in this room already? Alright. Looks like we might have. Yes. Put it out here. Apparently so. Oh great, my YouTube mix is out of music. That's just great. Literally perfect. Now I have to go and find another one. And a lot of the songs are the same, of course.
What? There's like a temple run, but for Bendy and the Ink Machine.
I know, I saw that.
Is this real or is
it's official.
Is it officially fan made?
No.
Is it officially?
I mean, I don't know if
made by the guy.
I don't know if the Meatly did all the work on it. I think he like maybe either worked with another studio or like outsourced it to another studio. I'm not sure.
Is it cans of soup? What is that?
That's
soup.
Bacon soup, Jordan. Don't you know how this works?
I'm at soup.
I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? Hatsumiku, you're taking up so much of my processing power. You should be over here dancing on this screen. But I feel like that might take away from the game. Because one of these things would be so much more interesting. Yeah, sometimes I really look at this and I'm like, wow. Like, it doesn't look like complete garbage. Even though the materials are, some of them still garbage.
We should add more reflection probes to all our other levels.
We might be able to do that, but most of them are not daytime levels, and as a result, it's not very useful. Unless it's in real
daytime. No, add daytime. Every level now takes place at noon.
No dark levels anymore. The spooky Slender Forest has to happen, not spooky nighttime. Oh great, this is a little in between space. But again, infinite reflection probes. You get a reflection probe, and you get a reflection probe. Oh this is a fickle shape. No, it's going into the guest bathroom. Everything is so close together.
Whose fault is that, huh?
Everything is not my fault.
Everything's not my fault.
Everything is somehow someone else's fault.
Now we know that whoever makes the next
it's not a bad design. I mean, it's a great design. It's just very difficult to work with.
A little more space in between the walls.
Is that a new lol? Did that lol just appear just now? I can't tell.
I think that was when we flew. I think that was when you went to space.
Leave the app.
You became the Falcon rocket.
Was it?
Listen anywhere, anytime.
You tell Brad. Oh boy.
It was when the Troller became the Falcon Heavy rocket that went to space.
Oh.
I believe, anyway.
I feel like it just popped up though. I think I maybe saw it. I'm not sure though.
I thought I saw it earlier though. Anyway, maybe it deleted itself and then popped back up.
Maybe.
Maybe it doesn't actually.
I still think Kirat is from the future.
Oh, we established that though. He's 6 months in the future because of the weather.
Please tell us how the stock market is doing. What happened to the Bitcoin price?
Tell us.
Yeah. Oh boy, I forgot about this gem.
Wow.
Oh,
The room? Oh. It's funny
the
because
inseparable thing.
I could just go into Blender and I could just delete the one poking through, or like the two poking through. Should I do that?
Yes. I can't remember all these fixes though. You might have to go through and do the fixes possibly at some point. Where is this like half reflection probe doing here? What's that? Maybe it's from downstairs. That is. I think. Yeah. What? I swear to God, I put a reflection probe in this room on stream.
Well, I guess you deleted it.
How can that happen?
For fun stuff.
There's one right here. Oh, they're all turned to baked right now, that's why. That makes it difficult for me to tell where reflection probes are. But I can't have them all going in real time at the same time, because that nukes everything. That was kind of my fix. I need to do that actually with the new ones. Switch them all over to baked. My viewer list is still broken. Isn't that great?
What broke? Marty, I'm scared.
What? Shut up, advertisement. I don't know when I'm gonna have the emotional energy to figure out the room with all the roofs intersecting. I don't think it's right now.
Magic.
It's called AI, Jordan, not magic.
Oh.
We need AIs to build the games for us. Oh no, this video is spicier than it needs to be. I guess there's no reflection probe in here. And you get a reflection probe.
Oh, what happened?
Oh
no.
Just look. I just want you to think about why this might be a problem.
It's definitely a problem. I wonder if there's a way to fix it without making it so the floor isn't actually recessed.
Delay the Horologist legacy to 2025.
What?
I was like a few minutes ago, I was like, you know, oh, like I want to have the mansion done before, you know, Harley gets back in March. And now I'm just like, delay the Horologist legacy to like 6 years from now.
Is there a way to fix that without having to, like, unrecess the floor or something?
I have no idea.
Maybe we invert it so that it goes up instead of down. Let me look at it in Blender and see if there's just an easy fix that I overlook.
We legitimately might have to, because reflection probes don't use layers in the traditional way. Oh, that's just...
What if? I don't know. What did you say about layers? I thought they didn't work like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't work like that. They don't use layers in the traditional sense. Oops, that's not even...
What if we inverted the floor?
Inverted the floor.
Where it goes down, instead it goes up.
Actually, that's arguably fine. It would solve some problems. Oh my god, I'm just thinking about, like, I literally have, like, that's fine, but, like, with the roofs that are, like, intersecting with here, I have literally no idea what to do.
New roof that doesn't intersect. I mean, the solution, I guess, if you can't... I thought that, I think we both thought that you could, just turn that off while we baked it or whatever. And also call it when you're...
the roof itself, why was there just like a preview of the other song? What the frick?
I don't know. I'm saying, like, if it's actually... we both didn't realize it was a problem, and that's why it's there. If it's, like, not workaroundable easily, then I think that I just have to make a new roof that has more geometry, but doesn't go into the room.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Because originally I made it, with less geometry, just going through the room a little bit, so that I think we both didn't realize it was a problem. We thought we could like turn it off and it'd be fine.
With chunk management, you can. It's just that we can't do anything about the fact that the light maps bake everything, and same with occlusion culling.
What if we add yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we...
It would have been a really slick trick, except for that.
We bake the light to the roof, and then delete the roof, but save the light map, then bake the light for the mansion, and then re-import the roof and put the old light map on.
It doesn't work like that. It's not... Light map isn't, It like, wraps to the whole scene.
Yeah.
As I understand it.
Tell it to only do that one.
Yeah, if we just did both of those things, like inverted the floor and just made it so the roofs don't go into here, honestly, that would be a really large problem that wouldn't be a problem anymore. That I can't think of a solution to.
Problem was that I had the idea to have the recessed floor after I made the room where it was.
Yeah.
The only way I could do that is if I made the room be higher up.
What? The one with the recessed floor? You have to raise that?
I mean, if I wanted the floor to still go down, I would have to make it so the floor started higher up.
Yeah.
Which would mean
I'm
raising
saying if you
everything
put it up right now and want to also raise the ceiling, that's totally applicable. In fact, I don't see why we don't put a glass dome right there. It would be pretty rad. Because it's like in the very middle of the house, like you can't, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Although I wonder, we would have to make it so
I don't know
that
how
the
rain would
roofs
escape.
still appear. Which would be okay, because then it wouldn't intersect over there.
I mean, realistically, I don't know how rain would escape that dome area.
What?
Off into the roof.
How what?
I don't know how rain would realistically, get off of the roof if there was just a dome in the
None of
middle.
this is realistic.
I mean, it's photorealistic.
Yes, I would definitely pick putting a glass dome there if under the assumption that it actually looks good. I would pick, putting it there as opposed to making it make sense for rain. It's nice when things make sense like that, but eh.
I mean, there's a hole there now, which also doesn't make sense. But
Yeah, so yeah, that literally makes just.
But there's a hole there because you couldn't see roof really anyway.
Well, that is true.
If there was a dome there,
it's better than
if there was a dome there, you'd be able to see. I'd have to add some things to hide certain things because I think you can see into that one room or something.
Wait, what?
You have a black cube of fakeness hidden there right now,
Yes.
blocking it.
Oh, you mean blocking the light?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
No, yeah, we would just need.
But I think that-
we just need a collider on this one, or not a collider, but a. Although that probably needs to happen too.
I'm saying I'd have to add some stuff, that wall, to that wall on the left side, just so you couldn't see that from the dome if there was a dome.
Yeah. I really hope none of these songs are being offensive in Japanese. Because I don't know what they're saying.
I will be right back again mode.
Oh yay. Did I put one in here? air. Apparently not. That's why everything looks dumb. Of course it would anyway, because it wouldn't make that big. I guess I haven't finished this review. Maybe I shouldn't do it that way.
No. Oh, hello. Are you gone too?
Hello.
Oh, hello. I saw the stream wasn't moving.
It's trying to play all the exact same songs, and I'm like, stop.
No.
YouTube only understands, like, algorithmically can only go, like, a little ways, and it just keeps recommending the same thing over and over, no matter if you click it or not. It's just like, I'm pretty sure this is what you want. And you might have heard it 50 times or 0 times, and every single time skipped over it and been like, no, I don't want that. But it's still like, I think you would like this. That's how Pandora is, too. And it's really obnoxious. It's just like, I'm pretty sure you like this song. It's like, have you ever heard me listen to this song once in, like, the 6 years I've been using this platform? Like, you've recommended it to me the entire time, and never once have I, like Pandora will do this, like, I just feel like, especially with Pandora, like, why is it... Like, especially if I hear it for a few seconds and then, like, skip it, but then, like, every single preceding time I skip it. Like, I'm pretty sure it's only there just to make you want to buy skips. Like, buy fancy Pandora so that you can have skips.
Maybe.
I mean, but the thing is, on YouTube, it doesn't work like that, so what the frick? That's just YouTube being dumb. There's no, like, excuse for it. Oh boy, we gotta get weird here. We gotta get hacky. It's my favorite time of day when things get hacky. I wonder if it goes all the way in there. I don't know. I should find out. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, hello. He says, hi, how are you today? Good.
Everything's broken.
Still in this state. Everything's broken, as usual. That's okay. We're pretty used to it at this point. Does that go all the way out here? Good to see you again.
Oops.
Okay, that one's good. Turn that one back to baked. And then we need another reflection probe just for this one little weird spot.
Loud music downstairs.
Speaking of which, is my music ever, like, too loud or anything?
I have it muted most of the time.
I try to keep it, like, super quiet so that it's not louder than us. This one's pretty good. A lot of it, anyway.
I like that I named some of these things with Applebee's in the name.
I had to try to remove some of those because I'm like, that probably shouldn't be named Applebee's. Like, what the frick?
It was because your family took us all out to eat at Applebee's, and you're like, I don't like Applebee's. Their food sucks. And I'm like, but every time we go, you're like, hey, it's mac and cheese. It's pretty good.
It is really good. But it's literally just craft though. It's not like they do anything special. I don't like most just like American restaurants, you know? Like I don't know. Especially like once I like kind of get off on my own, I'm definitely not going to be going to restaurants that much, especially because if I do, it'll be to go to like Godfather's to get pizza or something. Because I just restaurants are like, oh, look at our fancy handmade hamburgers, whatever, and they're $20 freaking. It's so good. It's like, it's not that good. Like, my dad makes better hamburgers than you. Like, why?
Yeah, I mean,
Your dad makes really good hamburgers, actually.
$3 is probably the most I would ever pay for a burger.
Exactly. And they're not even that good. Like, they try to be like, well, our bun is covered in Szechuan sauce, so it's worth a lot of money. And it's like, no, I don't want your freaking, like, why is the bun sticky? Like, that's not okay. They do that at freaking, like, I understand that, like, Mi Ranchito is, like, a Mexican restaurant, and, like, I'm a scrub for, like, going there and getting a hamburger, but, like, it's terrible. Like, like, their hamburger is this giant, stupid thing, and the bun has, like, liquid in it. It's like wet. And it's like, bread that is wet is a bad thing. Like, it's just
wet
not
bread.
Okay.
I once went to a restaurant and had a taco hamburger.
Yeah, Kieran's like, he's like you. It's just, yeah, and they charge so much for it, and it's like, whoa, it's fancy. And it was, like, sweet, too. Like, whatever they put on it, like, makes it sweet. And I'm like, ugh. Like, it's not, like, a good contrast to the hamburger itself.
I agree. I don't like sweet burgers.
I feel like if you're going out to eat, like...
Well, I know what you're talking about. I saw a burger with, like, maple glaze or something on it, and I was like, that doesn't seem like it would. That's like donut stuff. Why is it on a burger?
Yeah, if you want a donut, eat a donut. Like, have a donut, Ash. But, like...
Here, Ash, have a donut.
Hashtag best line ever. Uh-oh. Super uh-oh. Super quadruple uh-oh.
What happened?
Everything's close together.
Oh no.
He said, for some reason, I want to try Argentine restaurants on other countries. On other countries. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, like, when you go to other countries and go to restaurants from other countries in other countries,
yeah.
It's never quite the same.
No, they all say that.
If you have American food in, like, a European country, it won't quite taste the same. It's gonna have some weird extra ingredients or something. You know, it'll be
something that, like, yeah, if you go to Europe to get American food, you'll get something distinctly European in, like, everything. And the same thing in America. Everyone thinks that chips and salsa... It's funny, my sociology teacher is, like, trying to speak about, like, globalization and be like, oh, everything is interconnected, guys. Do you know what the everybody thinks America is so like American, but like, do you guys know what the most top selling condiment is now? And people are like, ketchup, and they're like, no, it's salsa, and it's like, oh wow, so Mexican. But like, chips and salsa were kind of, I guess salsa is like kind of inherently like Mexican, I think, but like, everybody thinks that chips and salsa are like a Mexican thing, and I'm like pretty sure they're not. Like, they have them there now, but like I think it developed in America, oddly enough. Also, people are like, pizza is Italian, and it's like, yes, technically, but like the pizza we eat is so different than what the original Italian pizza is. Like, it's not even remotely close, from what I understand.
I think that if you go to Italy and have a pizza, it's not greasy.
Yeah.
Like ours are.
Yeah. Except I literally, when I cook those like toaster oven pizzas, I literally sometimes like put a paper towel on top of it and just like soak some of the grease off of it. It's ridiculous. Like, and I look at the whole paper towel turns orange, and it's just like, I don't need that in my body. Like, he said, I was watching an Argentina restaurant in the USA, and they said they import meat from Argentina. He said, I also want to try asado in another country.
I've heard of carne asada. I don't know what it is, though.
He's like, I have no idea how you call it. I've probably heard of that at some point. I don't, like, remember what it is.
I've heard the name, but I don't remember what it is.
This is an actual problem that, like, even if we didn't make everything close together, would still be a problem that I don't know how to solve it. Like, we've got this roof here that I have to push the reflection probe up into, but the roof outside, like, has to intersect with that box, because it's like, it's at a slant, and reflection probes work in boxes, which is really dumb. I always kind of wished you could form them into different, like, shapes. It would be weird, because, like, the reflection would be a bit stretched, but, like, I would take that any day over being constricted to a box. He's like, I want to try my own country's food in another country. Yeah, I'm sure it would be interesting to see that, for sure. Sometimes it's very different. They even say, like, in the United States, like, I don't really care for barbecue, but, you know, there's a lot of places in the United States where people are kind of crazy about barbecue, and they'll go from one state to a different state. Every state thinks that they're famous for barbecue. like there isn't. They're like, what's Kansas famous for? Barbecue. It's like, yeah, so is Kentucky, so is like 8 other places. I'm sure, like, Missouri is famous for barbecue.
I usually associate Texas as the most famous state for barbecue.
Yeah, no, yeah, that would make sense. But, like, it's also funny because it's kind of valid even that they say that, because, like, in all those different places, because they're all different, apparently, like, somewhat. Like, some of them are pretty similar, but, like, some of them are very different things. Like, barbecue from, like, Kentucky is not the same as the barbecue in Texas, from what I understand.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
KFC, literally, that's their barbecue. Yes, that's how it is. I'm sure that's how it works. And I think having a reflection probe out here is its own thing. I think I was even gonna do that. I think I was gonna have, like, outside reflection probes instead of having a global one. Everything is like a multi-step, like, nothing is simple in the mansion.
But think of how great it is.
Christ. Yeah, it's pretty great, I have to say.
Is this it? Question mark?
I don't know.
I'm trying to find. No, it's not.
I give up. I don't know what to do with that just yet.
This one it'd probably just be easier to I'm trying to find that fireplace in Asher's house. Because I know I exported.
Oh yeah, that. Gosh, this is why I can't remember what I'm supposed to like put fixes in for, because like you export these fixes and like if there's just one, then that's kind of like in my backlog and I get around to it. But if there's like 10, it's I don't remember everything because they're so obscure. Oh, there's actually not one in here. Why did I pause this? I love the intro to this song, and the rest of the song's kind of annoying. But this little intro is great. That's a great instrument, whatever they're using there. And then the real song starts and it's kind of over. Actually, they keep using it for a second. I don't know, I haven't heard it in a while. Maybe it's okay. If I would have copied it, it would have been right there. Right? I don't just have like a random reflection probe sitting where it doesn't need to be. Yeah, this is maybe the last time we make a level of this scale without having like an army to call upon.
We'll just make it better next time.
Well, that too. I mean, it's not that we didn't learn all too many lessons making this. Because we did.
Alright, I have no idea where it is.
Wait, what? Oh. That can have a reflection probe of its own. Everybody gets a reflection probe. It's just nice for me to, it's more work to put reflection probes in all like a bunch of tiny little places and like, wedge them in spots. But like the actual like it's so nice to be able to just put them wherever you want though. And it makes things look so much better. I'll actually just cut that out and leave it up to that. You know what? I want to talk about Serial Experiments Lane right now, but no one knows what it is. It's just a little too obscure for like everybody. Like if there were 80 people in here, maybe one of them would have seen it. Like
Is it pink?
even like game dev people and like gamer people, which are more likely to be interested.
Sometimes it displays the little thing in the project,
What?
the little thumbnail or whatever of the SBX folder. It's pink for some reason.
Yeah, the thumbnails have started to get kind of weird in recent versions of Unity.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't make Unity.
Asher's house mac and cheese.
Asher's house, whatever the version number is, mac and cheese from Applebee's. And I believe the actual official name is Shit Got Fucked Up, but I fixed it. Which is just freaking great. I mean, you're not wrong, like...
I can't even tell which material is the right material, because they're all, like, this weird combination of blue, pink, red, and black.
Yeah.
Have you seen materials like that?
Yes. It's
the
really
preview.
annoying.
It is.
I know this is hard to believe, Unity, but like I need to see what I'm looking at. Like I need to know what they actually are.
It's one of these.
Well, maybe if you name them well enough, you just know. You make a game engine. That's what Unity is saying to us in response. And then we threatened to switch to Unreal, and they shut up immediately. Anything but that, please.
Substance designer materials from like the open age.
What?
A lot of these older materials are like not even supported anymore.
In
a lot of
what?
them, I think that a lot of them came from like asset packs that you got.
Yeah.
And a lot of them say built-in support for substance designer materials has been depreciated and will be removed in Unity 2008.1.
I don't really use them normally, I don't think. Like, I think I literally use, like, the albedos and, like I don't use the substance materials, because that was a thing. I use, like... I actually use the materials just as... Why do I keep pausing this? I use the materials as materials, like normal Unity materials, instead of, like, whatever, you know? Like, whatever fancy substance thing. Which means I don't think they'll break.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. This brick is tiled 8 by 9 times, and it's very tiny.
I'm sure that was an old fix where the UVs were messed up. It can't be anything else.
Very tiny.
Let's see these two things.
Oh, that's gonna be me. Sometimes I get the feeling that this bedroom is just too empty.
Maybe you should get a girlfriend.
Oh, Cole. I meant
I know what you meant.
in comparison to other places and other levels, it just seems weird.
That warrants an official lol from Kieran.
Oh, I gotta replace the toilets. They're the old one.
So, another fun story from Cole and Jordan Studios. Jordan has this obsession with the toilets. Every, like, year he builds a new toilet, and it's been, like, 5 years, and so there are, like, 5 different toilets.
I'm deleting this old toilet.
Yeah, every time he finds a toilet that's even one version behind, he's like, no! Like, it's not, like, the master race of toilets. Like...
No, that's still the old one.
Because he basically just figured out, like, over time how to, like, actually make stuff look good. And it's kind of actually a complex shape when you look at it.
Unlike most things, which are cubes or cylinders.
Yes. Like, a lot of things are cubes and cylinders and such.
Well, they start...
Or,
They start
I
off
mean,
being-
they start as, like, a...
They more or less keep that shape. A lot of
toilets are
things are
complex.
just sort of...
Kieran 2018, everybody.
Toilets are complex.
Yeah, it was funny. One time he, we literally had, like, I literally went and took a picture of my toilet, and then, like, on, like, an old phone so that I could just let you have the phone, and just, like, handed you the phone, and, like, and you just, like, worked on the toilet. And that was the concept art.
Can't even find the new one.
We didn't even, like, Google toilet. Which, I mean, not that I want to do that, so maybe that was a better option.
Oh, I found the new version, Cole. Yay, rejoice and be glad.
Where's that really stupid reflection probe I was working on a few minutes ago? That one. That's the one. I shouldn't make it that way. So, I guess I won't, like, light up the rooms that you're going to change.
Hmm? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it just totally intersects with the floor below it, and it's so bad.
Oh, we didn't think it was a bad one.
Are they the same plane, too? Wait.
What?
No, they can't be. They're so close to each other
No.
that it's hard for me to make, like, one reflection probe, like, go over the other one. Like, or, like, one always kind of intersects with the other one. I'm not sure what to do about that.
By removing the broken.
They're literally, like, inside of each other. They're so close.
I know.
I don't know if I can manipulate
What?
the reflection probe that precisely. This mix has a song we already listened to in it. And then the other ones are not that good.
Hi, Tommy Rumbly. Oh, this toilet's pink and blue for some reason. Oh, it put it in the street.
What?
Well, I dragged it into the house, and it put it in the street.
Great.
You know the road that's by the telephone poles? It literally put it on the side of the road. It's the funniest spot for it to be in this whole scene. Someone abandoned their toilet by the side of the road. Oh boy. All this talk of toilets is making me hungry.
What? I don't feel like that's the thing that's making you hungry. It better not be.
I think it is.
I don't... You're fired.
No. Oh, now the toilet's paid. Now it's past Miss August's house.
You tried to call it Miss Miller.
Well, that's what it's like. We're funny sophomores.
She would be really weirded out to know that we were still, like, referring to things as the Miss Miller house.
That is her house, though. Even though I think we lived in an apartment.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Miss Miller lives in the Horologist legacy. She's an OC we invented.
Oh no, I left the toilet handle from the old toilet. Oh no! We need to have Carson's friend back in to playtest at this house with the new upgraded toilet.
Specifically just because we upgraded the toilet.
And the wall. I fixed the wall too.
Okay. Oh, great. Why can't everything just work perfectly? We're in like kind of a bad phase with this mansion. See, the problem with something like this, the problem when you know something is like too big of like you bit off more than you can chew, is when every single day you end up like making a list of problems that's longer than the amount of things that you fixed in that day. Every single day.
Update notes. New 5 implemented.
What?
I'm just reading his comment. It's funny.
Update notes, wall fix, toilet V5 implemented. And also, entire game exploded. Like, every day. See, K-Rat's smart, because he's over here, like, making a freaking, like, like everything out of Unity cubes and just making everything simplistic. And we're like, we're gonna make photorealistic giant mansions. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Like,
we stopped using Unity cubes to build our levels. That's where we went wrong.
Yes, that's where we went wrong.
This evil program called Blender. Ooh, delete that.
It was funny. My teacher the other day was literally like, it's funny that like a teacher of all people is the one saying this and not like, you know, anyone else. But like, he's like, I kind of explained like, oh, you know, we've been working on this game for a long time, and like, you know, so while I was learning Unity, my friend learned Blender. And he just gives me this look, and he's like, you know, it's actually really easy. Like, I don't condone piracy, but it's really easy to pirate something like Maya, and like the models are untraceable. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Mac didn't like it.
Yeah, exactly. And I said that. And he's like, actually, he prefers Blender, and his look just gets even weirder. He's just like, what? I'm trying to explain, like, it's actually like the full package, and that's, you know, it can be overwhelming to a lot of people because it literally is the full package of, like, everything. Whereas other things are more, like, specialized.
Oh, I'm gonna delete this tweet.
What?
Removed old tiny tree stump.
Oh, finally, you deleted the tree stump. Okay.
I spent, like, a year using 3ds Max, and it just sucked. It was the suck.
It was the suck.
Like, everything I made just was suck. And it wasn't me, it was the program suck.
It could have just been that it wasn't what you were familiar with, but...
So, you remember how you used, like, the F key to fill in a face? That doesn't exist in 3ds Max.
Like there's no tool at all?
There's like there's something like it, but it only worked like 3% of the time for some reason.
Great. I also feel like earlier versions of Blender maybe were a bit like unpredictable, but I don't feel like that's necessarily still the case.
I think it was only for filling in faces. Like, you had to have two faces that were quads. You couldn't fill, like, an edge between two vertices.
That's kind of dumb.
You couldn't fill a face between two edges. You had to fill a face in between quads. It was something, I don't know if that was it, but it just felt like it limited what you could do.
Yeah.
Everything I made was higher quality. Like, the methods that you use in 3ds Max are different than Blender, and I don't like those methods. I didn't use Maya because I was informed Maya was more for not
game development, right? Yeah. It's just funny to see how anti He just has this look of like, what? You're using Blender seriously? Like,
And I'm not even being sarcastic. I hate 3ds Max and Maya, but I love Blender.
and that's great because I mean, it is so much cheaper to do it legally that way.
3ds Max was like, there's a button for everything on the screen at all times.
Yeah.
There's no hot at all.
There's no hotkeys, really?
Well, there are some, but there are hotkeys, but it's more buttons. Like when you load up 3ds Max, there is like a window where you can like the 3D window, and then the left side, the top side, and the right side are all just button after button. It's a sea of buttons.
Yeah.
Also, I thought Maya was also subscription based, like 3ds Max. Is it not?
I thought so. I thought the whole...
Made by, like, it's owned by Autodesk, just like 3D.
Yeah, I thought the
Max.
whole Autodesk lineup was what like cost money.
They also own ZBrush, which is, I think, the super nice painting materials onto objects program.
It says, well, okay, you can have an educational license.
Oh, those are fake news.
I think it might be for free. Yeah, it says it'll just give you an educational license, apparently. So, I mean, I guess you can use that just for free without, like... Because some educational software is just cheaper, but it still costs money. Apparently, that's not a problem. It's really weird. The college has Unity Pro, like, educational edition, and I'm kind of like, why? Like, maybe it's cheaper, because I guess maybe that fits with their, like, description of, like, they belong to an organization that makes more than 100,000.
Interesting.
Except... I remember something about that being a thing before, and then all of the colleges being like, no, and like, you're an idiot, like, you're gonna make us pay for Unity Pro for every single seat, that's like $1 billion, you know? Like, everyone would just switch to Unreal, which would be bad, because then Unity would not have all these people that learn Unity instead of Unreal. Which is a big advantage, like, if you, like, again, like, part of the reason you use, like, Blender as opposed to Maya is also just because you're extremely proficient in Blender. Like,
I like
that's true with, like...
hotkeys instead of buttons on the screen. Like,
Yeah.
Blender also has buttons, but you can hide them really easily and just use hotkeys instead. I don't use the on-screen button. Like, in 3ds Max, I pretty much had to press buttons to do everything. Like, it was so annoying. Like, I'd have to go to the top bar and search for, like, the button to add, like, just anything. Anything I wanted to do, I had to go press a button and then scroll down and find another button to push.
That's kind of stupid. Yeah, because, I mean, just as I was using it a couple days ago, I began to really understand kind of the beauty of just using hotkeys for everything. Because when you're working in real time, you're looking at the thing you're making, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel like that's a better kind of mindset to be in instead of, like, push the button. But I think the idea behind that is they are trying to make it more accessible for noobs to use, to be like, oh, there's a button for that, you know, as opposed to, like, oh, I have to remember all these hotkeys, I can't do that. Because again, like I was saying, like with the same thing with Unity. Like Unity, I don't know what they do now, but they don't charge the same price as like having Unity Pro for every seat in colleges and such. Specifically because they don't want to rule out colleges. They want people to be teaching people Unity because that's what they grow up on then, and then that's what they consequentially use in the future. For real. Also, if jobs develop that are like strictly Unity based, then people are more likely to go towards those sorts of things, so on and so forth. What have
Blender is the superior modeling program.
Fight me.
Fight
That's
me.
how
It's
that's how
better,
you should
I
have
swear.
titled that. Blender is superior, fight me.
Anderson's Miracle Time.
What?
I'm reading the label.
Oh. Isn't that the one that Molly made?
Yes.
Excellent.
It's actually good though.
Yeah. No, it's excellent.
It's the kind of thing where like I can make something almost good enough, but like it would take me too long because I'm not as familiar with it. Like I'd have to overlay a bunch of stuff and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get this worn look that this has. That would take a while.
Part of it is just erasing parts of it, like chipping out like the little edges, but and then like overlaying a worn texture of some sort, and like generated clouds and such.
Looks like it takes so long, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely have to send her a free copy of the game.
Because she made this label.
Because she made this label.
It's
and
on like
because
one
she'll
bottle.
want one. I know she'll want one.
She almost was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make this stained windows pane."
Yeah, we almost had to do that too. We could still do that. Do we have those still?
Well, I mean, it's a new level.
Yeah.
What we could do is export the UV layout of the window and just say color inside of this.
Color. This is a coloring book, Molly.
Color in the lines.
Please don't color out of the lines.
Do not color outside
Do
the
not.
lines.
Please do not. Very bad things happen. Oh
There's a
boy,
reflection probe.
everything is dumb.
Well, there's no reflection probe in the bathroom at Asher's house.
Hmm?
There's only 2 reflection probes in Asher's house.
That's correct. Because
Why
they're
are they-
almost useless.
Well, yeah, but maybe it'll make the toilet extra shiny.
Not really. Because,
Nah.
like I said, it's too dark, so it's almost useless.
Nah.
If it's really
Light 'em
bright,
up.
these things work really well.
Will it be brighter? Also, in the old version, these 2 candles were lit. But they're not now.
Son of a witch.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
I love that these pills are just the no-name shader. Like the white, gray.
Oh, no name. I guess I
Like-
can name you now. I'll name you White Gray Shader _ 57.
Okay, gold. Let's not get carried away.
You know why we don't have very many people watching right now, Jordan?
No. Yeah,
Because crosscode. I don't actually know. That could be true or that could be totally wrong. I have no idea. I'm just saying crosscode is live right now, and they're kind of a big deal. But I don't know how much of that is just kind of their own audience versus like the general Twitch audience that watches these things. Because a lot of it, I'm pretty sure, is their own. Because whenever a stream starts, they start with like 100 people. So, I mean, I would assume a lot of that is kind of just... yeah, definitely want to make this floor go up. Because there's more than one place where things are just... they're hopelessly intersecting.
Yeah.
Oh, remember how I was, like, on the staircase putting the reflection probe there, and I go, no, it's going into the guest bathroom. Well, now it's the other way around. Now I'm in the guest bathroom trying to make a reflection probe that doesn't go into the staircase. Or the room next to it, which is even worse. Everything's fine.
I assure you, it's all part of the plan. Oh, yeah.
We intended for the Horologist legacy to break a lot. Didn't we?
That way, it'll be extra fun to
Why is
play
that so
with.
accurate? This door is like a perfect reflection, and that's not usually how it works. I wonder why. It's like actually, like, these are all 1-to-1. That's not usually what happens. Something about it being box projection? I don't know. That's what usually happens. Oh, I guess just because they're kind of flat objects, it works out really well. Weird. Where the layer 01. A reference that once again no one will understand. You know, so I will explain that reference actually because it's an interesting kind of thing. In Serial Experiments Lane, every episode is called, instead of being called an episode, they call it a layer. And it's originally in Japanese, as you might anticipate, but the episode titles are read off in English by a text-to-speech application, which back in the 90s would have been hot shit, you know? Like, that would have been, like... It's, like, a very, like... It's very, like, early text-to-speech, and you can tell. Because that's what it... That's just what it sounds like. But the funny thing is it also has a lot of the, enunciation problems that the old text-to-speech things have. And I don't know if they knew that it was announcing things wrong, because sometimes it doesn't read the words correctly, and it's still in the episode, and I don't know if it was because they were just going with it, just because they figured smart people would know that it's an algorithm reading it, and that they just wanted it to be uncanny like that for people that didn't know what it was, you know? Which the show is all about, like, being super uncanny. So it would make sense if they were, like, trying to just keep that weirdness of it being a computer reading it instead of a person. Which would have been an unfamiliar thing at the time. But it's also possible that it's just mispronouncing them and they don't know because it's pronouncing them all in English. And, like, even if you... I think even if you go and change... I have to check. But I think even if you go and change the audio into Japanese, it's still, like, pronounces it, like, the titles in English. So I think that was, like, kind of the official way of doing it. I need to look at it again to make sure. Like, I need to change the audio back and see if it still does it that way. But I think it is. Because the footage shows it not in kanji. Like, whenever there's text on the screen, it's in kanji like you would expect. Except for the titles. They're in English, so I would expect that they're also pronounced in English. Which makes me think that it's pronouncing them wrong, and they just have no idea that it's pronouncing them wrong. Which is funny to me. Because, like, one of the episode titles is called Religion, and it's like... It's like religion. I have no idea how it pronounced it. It was just not right at all. Like, you could read it on the screen. But I mean, that's funny, because if you were Japanese, you wouldn't have known. It's the same thing with, like, all, like, this Japanese music that I'm listening to. For all I know, they could just be saying, like, octopus, toilet man. Like, I have, like, just random trash. And it would still make sense to me, because I wouldn't know. Because I don't speak that language. I hope that's not what they're saying.
Everything new that I put in is pink.
Great. That means Unity is doing exactly what it's supposed to. Unity is a flawless engine with no problems.
It's only its preview is pink. The actual object is fine.
Good. Yeah,
and that's all that matters. You don't need to preview something. Why would you want to?
I certainly don't. Wait a minute. What are you saying?
Remove those entirely, in fact, from the game engine.
Literally just make all of the buttons just like pink. Like, just have every single little knob and everything in Unity just be like a pink square that's just like this nebulous, like, what am I looking at? There's like no contrast in between buttons and like the background because it's also pink. And just be like, yeah, this is great. Highly recommended, 10 out of 10. I don't remember, one of the people from one of the previous streams recommended that I mess around with, like, themes in Unity, and I did. I don't know if it was either Kirad or Jono the Dweeb, I think. And they were like, you know, like, you can change the, like, with some, like, aftermarket stuff, like, just mods, basically. You can change the way Unity looks completely. And I messed around with that, and it was fun, because it is an entirely different look. But I honestly didn't like them so much just because they were so different that, like, it was kind of unintuitive.
Oh.
But I did figure out how to get the dark theme. But that was kind of a different thing. That wasn't... And the problem was that mod also, like, crashed my Unity for some reason. Otherwise, I would have kept it around just because it added some buttons on the top bar that I actually really liked.
My trash can is far away.
What?
My trash can is far away.
You know what I heard? I heard my trash can is Moe. Which I was like, that's what I said, right?
No, that's what I said.
Just randomly decided that was what you needed to say.
Yeah.
My trash can is Moe. Anime is trash, and so am I.
Oops.
Sure. Let me actually go try putting some of these on these chairs, not those chairs. Although we could try and see what happens. What was the one that I liked? Not that. Not even close. Try again. Oh my. Wow. Jordan, please direct your attention to the screen.
Oh wow. Chairs on carpet. Is that the same carpet that's like a foot in front of it though?
No.
Oh good.
I don't know if that's exactly what I should do with that. Maybe let me try putting it here. Or something. Yeah, like that looks pretty good. See these bar stools?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't look right. That one is the only one I think that I've found so far that, like, it actually gives that look that I was kind of going for.
Ooh.
Oh, guess what? Here are some of those same chairs. Aru.
Make them out of wood. Oh, they already are out of wood. Ooh, wow.
Wow, wow. I don't know. It's
Are
not
you
too
accusing me of reusing an asset, Cole?
bad. What? No, I'm just saying they were like both the same thing. Whatever. Shut up. You're fired.
Are you saying I made a chair and used it in more than one place? How dare you? How dare you?
You're not supposed to tell the fans that. I'm almost tempted to keep this room as red as it is. I wouldn't do that in any other place, but like since it's like this bedroom, which is supposed to be kind of a special place, it's just I don't know. It's kind of I would like if, because I don't feel like there's a whole lot to focus on necessarily in this room, which would help if you walked into the room and then you kind of, I don't know, that's something unique about this room to make it stick out, besides like the glass ceiling, obviously. But like, yeah. Yeah, it's the actual layout of this mansion, like the mansion as a concept, like makes me very happy. Like it's the reason I wanted to go so like all out and like kind of ridiculous with this mansion was because the actual thing itself I think is really super rad. Like it's just, I don't know. And I've been to a lot of like old mansions and stuff over the last couple years, and just I don't know. Those have made me kind of dream up these sorts of things and just been like, wow, wouldn't it be cool if you went all alternate history and sort of made this. I'm not gonna you know, explain the story, but like, wouldn't it be cool if just some kind of, if you could just go, oh, I think this is what I want. Like, I'll just have this giant freaking mansion, and it wouldn't be like a financial problem.
What I want is
it would be so much like it's so interesting specifically in this era. Like it's such a different type of like architecture and everything.
I want my material previews to be the real preview. That's all I ask.
That's all I ask in life.
Come on, you. Why you gotta be all stupid? It's like it's an infection that's growing. More and more materials are just becoming that weird blue, pink, red, black thing.
I know, yeah.
And it's only the thumbnail. If you click on it and like look at it on
the actual thing itself is fine.
Sphere, it's fine if you look at it on the sphere, but in the little thumbnail preview, it's like for no reason at all. And some of them are like even, and some of them are not. This one is very like disproportionately. The black is a squiggly line for some reason. Like what?
Excellent.
Okay, have fun with that.
I should maybe center this better or something.
I can't. I found a medal and I lost it because they all look the same.
Oh, there we go. Man,
What?
under certain conditions, even the reflections. Well, of course, that door should be open. That kind of.
It's gone forever.
How dare you intersect with this room? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you?
You have to say it like that. What is that even from?
It's from the video called You Dying.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How dare you?
No, none of it's true. You're just dying. Oh,
You're just dying.
you're only dying.
How-
I got it.
That's a very strange video.
Yes, but that's also why it's funny.
Oh, I like that there's a gear on the floor of Asher's house, and it's made of wood.
What? Where is that?
It's in the storage room.
Okay, I'll just put. Are you working in there right now?
Sort of.
Just
I
put some gold on it and just
put the new toilet in, and I was looking around at some other stuff that was not quite right. I'm not making major changes, if that's what you're asking. I'm just like kind of looking around.
Well, I'm saying you could put gold on that gear and just up push, because again, there's so many of these tiny things I'm not going to remember them all.
Yeah, no, I'm making a couple tiny changes, but nothing like it's gonna be huge. You know, I'm not changing the layout of the house or anything.
Gosh, that looks so gross. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna need to put some additional lights to kind of help with that in here, because those shadows are so way harder than they should be. At least for that like specific thing.
Why is there a transparent texture called rust?
What? There's a texture called rust that isn't transparent. What? There's a bunch of them. Why is this a thing?
I put it on the wall, and I can now see into the bathroom.
This is all wrong. It says I edited 2 of them too, and I like didn't. Oh, look,
maybe I edited.
Trike. That's pretty interesting.
Why are they there? I mean, I know you made them, because I definitely didn't.
It might have generated them or something.
I mean, it was before the time where I even used Unity, so that's why, like, I've never touched those before.
It's possible they were generated somehow.
Why is that a thing?
It's a thing.
Well, how did a transparent texture called rust get generated?
I have no idea.
Out of thin air. So, you know the trash can in Asher's house?
Jordan, this is now August's bike.
Oh my god, what?
I just found it in the asset.
Get that out! Get that out!
It's actually a really nice asset.
The atmosphere of the room.
What are you talking about? This is modern art, Jordan.
No! Bury it!
Wait, let me put it where it belongs. Just give me a second.
What are you doing?
Replacing
Don't
the
make it
piano
bigger.
with it.
No! Ah.
There we go. It's selected pretty nicely, actually. I want this to be the thumbnail of the video on YouTube.
Oh my god.
Maybe if I just sit here for a really long time, then YouTube will realize that this needs to be the thumbnail.
Stop it. I'm leaving.
But then people will click it and go, "What is this all about?" And then they'll
Tweet this. Take a screenshot and tweet.
That's actually a good idea.
Ta-da!
Wait, but like, I don't think people get the humor in it, though.
No, they probably won't. So the trash can in Asher's house, I deleted the old one and put a new one in. It looks the same. It's just slightly smoother.
The piano strings are still there, and these candles.
Did the trash can move in any of the scenes?
What?
Well, don't. Why are you deleting them?
I'll give them back. Just give me a second.
Did the trash can move when Asher's storage room changed, or just like the ladder and stuff? I think the trash can stayed there, right?
Which one?
Metal one in the storage room with the lid next to it on the side.
Oops, this is a dumb screenshot. I want to die.
I don't think it ever moved, right?
I don't think so. You can click on it and see if it's in like a weird group. If it's grouped into something, then like that specifically says like, oh, like storage room, whatever. Like,
I mean, do you know the one I'm talking about? Because I made a newer version of it that's a little smoother, because we can afford to do that, and people like, you know, in the demo were like, oh, stuff looks a little too pointy. Some things, like some cylinder thingies, are just a little too low poly and a little too pointy.
I got really distracted by this freaking mic thing. I made a beautiful screenshot. Actually, yeah. I'm not entirely convinced that this red wallpaper shouldn't actually be a thing in some of these places. Like, I know it's a little over the top, but so is the entire house. Oh boy, a new picture from Jordan. Oh, I don't know. You'll just have to see if it's grouped into something in the hierarchy that's like just a random set of objects from that specific room. If it is, then it changes. And if it's not, then it doesn't go anywhere.
I don't know if it's grouped.
You added buttons to the housing folder.
Yes.
In the house, we have our buttons.
It's grouped under storage 3.
Okay.
What's that mean?
Under what now? Anyway, alright, reflection probes, where are you not? There's nothing in here, but that might be for a later day. Of course, I'm not sure I want to leave that unturned right now. That's something that we should do now that we have that level. The level that shall not be spoken of.
What?
Is we should import the room and stuff and like actually make it part of the mansion before we go too much further. I do love me a good glass ceiling. A good glass dome.
Dome.
If I was president, everybody would get glass domes. Because that's how the economy works. I can just afford to give everybody glass domes. Isn't it funny when people say stuff like that? They're just like, why doesn't the government just print money for everybody? And it's like, guys, it doesn't work like that. Like, you physically can't you'd break the economy. Then nothing would be worth anything, and then the United States would explode. It doesn't work. We've like literally had that problem before.
I mean, they kind of literally did just print money for people in the Great Depression. If you were go to the money store and buy some money.
But yeah. Yeah. But, like, it doesn't... I mean, arguably, like, money wasn't even worth anything at the time. I don't remember if it was just that nobody could get a job, or if that money became worthless in that part of the country. No, but seriously, when I become president, everybody gets free glass domes. Your house... Actually, it's mandatory. Your house has to have glass domes installed. You're not allowed to operate without it. Oh, I did that completely wrong. I love when I mess stuff up. You guys know that Geico commercial where they show a bunch of people, like, screwing stuff up and then having so much fun, like, ruining their own lives? Or no, it was it a Geico commercial? I don't remember what it was. Something like that. That's also why that form of advertising is a bit of a mystery to me, because I, like, don't remember what it was actually, like, for. And I kind of don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't actually care what they were advertising. Oh, apparently I messed up that reflection probe. Well, there's at least one room that I know I deliberately ignored. And that one actually has one in there. I think this one, that one has one in there too. I might be very close to done with reflection probes. Yeah. I think I'm going to title this video like, everybody gets a reflection probe.
I want to eat dinner or lunch or breakfast or something.
I think we might be done for now. That's actually what I was going to say.
Bye!
Yeah, we should just end it. We've been going a while.
Buy my game.
Please buy my game. Or just play it. It's in the description. And, oh no. According to this list...
Oh, can I delete this trash can or not?
Hmm? What do you mean delete?
If I delete this trash can... What?
Why did you want to delete it?
Because I have a smoother version of it, and it just looks better.
If it's not in a group, I said this like 10 times, like, if it's in a group where it's like a little group of stuff that's only in that room, then that's a group of stuff that moves. If it's not...
I know, can you fix it?
Is it...
Because this trash can looks kind of okay.
I'm literally saying, is it in one of those groups or not? If it's not in one of those groups, then you can delete it.
A group called Storage 3. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I see.
I think you were fascinated with your bicycle while I told you that.
Probably. It was a very fascinating bicycle, actually. Have I showed you it?
Yeah.
I replaced the piano with it.
Anyway, I'm deleting it and pushing immediately.
If it's in storage 3, then it'll probably, it'll probably be fine just because of the way it handles it. It shouldn't be an issue.
What if I put the new one in storage?
Yeah, you should put it wherever it was before.
I need to.
Alright. Let's end this stream.
Let's explore this popsicle stand. Ooh.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Especially Kirad and the other guy whose name I forgot. I pronounced it many hours ago. And this other supposed
Jordan,
third person
not
that's
cool.
here right now.
Please follow me and not him on Twitter.
Stop saying that. There's a follow button down on Twitter. Please follow.
Follow that if you want, but more importantly, follow.
Please don't listen to anything Jordan ever says ever, and because he's insane. And
No.
yeah, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Play my game.